How does one budget for a spontaneous road trip without getting lost, financially? A spontaneous road trip can be an exciting adventure, but it can also be an expensive one if you don't plan ahead. Without a proper budget in place, you may find yourself lost both figuratively and financially. To avoid overspending and enjoy a stress-free road trip, it's important to prepare a budget in advance. Here are some tips on how to budget for a spontaneous road trip without getting lost financially. Determine your budget. The first step to budgeting for a spontaneous road trip is to determine how much money you can afford to spend. This will depend on your income, expenses, and savings. It's important to be realistic when setting a budget so you don't overspend and put yourself in debt. Start by looking at your income and expenses to see how much money you have left over each month. Then, set aside a portion of that money for your road trip. Plan your route. One of the biggest expenses on a road trip is gas. To save money on gas, plan your route in advance. Use a map or a GPS device to determine the shortest and most fuel-efficient route. This will not only save you money on gas, but it will also save you time and prevent you from getting lost. Consider transportation. If you don't have a car, you may need to rent one for your road trip. Consider the cost of renting a car, as well as the cost of gas, insurance, and any other fees. Compare prices from different rental companies to find the best deal. Plan your meals. Food can be another major expense on a road trip. To save money on food, plan your meals in advance. Bring snacks and drinks from home, and pack a cooler with sandwiches, fruits, and other easy-to-eat foods. You can also stop at grocery stores along the way to buy supplies. Find affordable lodging. Another major expense on a road trip is lodging. To save money on lodging, consider staying at budget-friendly hotels or motels. You can also look for camping sites or RV parks if you have a camper. If you're traveling with a group, consider sharing a room or renting a vacation home. Set aside money for emergencies. No matter how well you plan, unexpected expenses can still arise on a road trip. It's important to set aside some money for emergencies, such as car repairs or medical expenses. This will prevent you from dipping into your regular budget and getting into debt. Keep track of your expenses. Finally, it's important to keep track of your expenses throughout your road trip. This will help you stay within your budget and avoid overspending. Use a budgeting app or a spreadsheet to record your expenses and review your budget periodically to make sure you're on track. In conclusion, budgeting for a spontaneous road trip doesn't have to be complicated or stressful. By following these tips, you can enjoy a fun and affordable road trip without getting lost financially. Remember to plan ahead, set a realistic budget, and track your expenses along the way. With the right preparation, you can make unforgettable memories on your road trip without breaking the bank.